just give a few more seconds here, make sure everyone gets added and gets a chance to load their Zoom. Yeah, thanks everyone for joining. Really appreciate you guys taking some time out of your day during the busy season to join us. My name is Commerce7. I'm on the customer success team here at Commerce7. And yeah, today I'll be talking about promotions and coupons for the holidays. So the format of the meeting, we'll be going through a short presentation at the beginning, and we'll have a Q&A session at the end. You'll have an opportunity to ask your questions related to the presentation or anything related to your Commerce7 operations. We'll be happy to help out on as well. So yeah, I've put together 4 discounts that can drive sales that can be implemented with the current Commerce7 functionality. And the different ways that you can leverage our tools to drive sales with discounting. So the first discount I want to talk about is discounting on expedited shipping services. Really, anytime I'm asked to talk about discounting or promotions, I really encourage shipping discounts and shipping promotions. They are the most effective discount promotions available. A lot of abandoned carts are attributed to shipping prices being too high. You'll really get a lift on your conversion by pushing some shipping services. So that's a strategy that will be effective throughout the year. But during the holidays, we can really target last-minute Christmas shoppers by providing a discount on expedited shipping services. So maybe throughout the year, you're not providing discount on expedited shipping services and only providing discounts on regular ground shipping services. With the situation of the holidays, we can identify some last-minute Christmas shoppers and convert them by showing them that they can enjoy the benefits of a discount on an expedited shipping service. So I'm going to demonstrate how you can configure that on Commerce7. So first you'll go over to the dashboard. You'll navigate over to the store section and create a promotion. And you'll click on add a promotion. You'll call this discount on shipping. And you can set the start date. This defaults to today's date. And you can set the end date to be Christmas Day, or if you want it to be active for longer, you can do so in this field. You'll want to do a shipping discount, allowed to use this promotion. And so you have the option to have this promotion apply for all customers, only customers that belong to specific club memberships, or only customers that have been tagged with a specific customer tag. And for the shipping, the discount component, you can set up the discount to allow for free shipping, so fully discount the shipping to 0. You can do a percentage off if you're not able to discount the shipping all the way to 0. You can do a set dollar off amount or a flat rate discount. So let's say for this example, we want to do 50% off expedited shipping. So we can do that here. And we're going to allow all customers to enjoy the benefits of this promotion. And then this is where you determine which shipping service is going to be applicable. This promo is going to be applicable to. So because we only want this to apply for our expedited shipping service, we're going to look for our shipping services here and select the ones that are priority shipping. And here, you can create an action message that will display as your customer is checking out on the website. So here, you can add something like, need your wine to arrive for Christmas, enjoy 50% off next day air when you purchase 6 bottles or more. And for the 6 bottles or more component, we go to the requirement section here and create a requirement based on quantity. And you'll set the quantity to 6. And save this promotion. So when it's done, it'll look like this. Yeah, that is how you would configure a discount or a promotion that is targeted specifically to priority shipping and display a message, a marketing message for your customers to know that they can enjoy this promotion. We have other tools to market that as well, like carrots and campaigns, where you can inform your customer that this discount is available. Awesome. Yeah, the second promotion I put together is a way to collect feedback from your customers. So year end is a great time to reflect on what went well this year, what needs improvement. A good time to send out customer feedback questionnaire, customer feedback survey to get a better idea of what your customer feels about the services that you're offering and whether the decisions that you're making in your business is really meeting the needs of what your customer is looking for. So to pull this off, we're gonna combine together a few Commerce7 features. We're first going to create a tag for customers who have submitted this form. We'll send out a link to the form with questions for your customers, and we'll configure the form so that it tags customers who submit that form. So this helps encourage customers submit their feedback, because when they submit their feedback, we can incentivize them with a little promotion or an extra discount for their next purchase. And to do so, we'll create a promotion that applies for that specific customer tag. All right, so we'll go over to the admin panel and demonstrate the workflow to implement that. So we'll first create a tag, and to do so, we'll go to the settings section, tag, and add a customer tag. And we'll want to just do a manual tag because there's not going to be any dynamic conditions configured, and it'll be customers who submitted feedback. All right. So next, you want to configure your form. So for your forms, you may need help from your designer to embed the form code into your content management system if you're not familiar with that flow, or if you don't have access to your content management system. We recommend reaching out to your designer to help implement this. But what you can do here is to create a form titled 2021 Customer Feedback Survey. You can have the form submission emailed to a specific email address. The functionality that's important here is that I want anyone who submits this form to be automatically tagged and added to this tag that I just created. So we're going to do that. Customer attributes, this is all up to you on how you want to configure it. Your submissions are automatically going to be linked to the email address for that customer. So you'll know who submitted the feedback based on the email address. But if you want more information like first name, last name, etc., you can check off the use box here, and it will be added to the form. And then I'm going to click save. And here you want to add the questions that you want to ask your customer, what type of feedback you're looking for, maybe work with your marketing team to get a better idea of what decisions that they're pondering and what sort of feedback you would like from your customers. You can ask things around purchasing frequency, things that they value in their shopping experience, or if they were satisfied with previous experiences at your winery. Those are the types of questions that can go in here. And yeah, so once they submit the form, then because we've configured the tagging behavior here, those customers will be tagged with this particular tag. And now what you can do is you can create a promotion to apply for that tag. Feedback, survey, incentive. And you want to create the promotion to apply to specific tags, and you want it to only apply for customers who've submitted feedback. And on here, you also want to create a limit because you maybe don't want to allow this discount to be used too many times, because it's just an incentive for that feedback. So you can add a per customer limit of 1 here. And let's say as a thank you for providing their feedback, you're going to be giving them an additional 10% off their purchase, and you can do so here. And to get customers to that link, there are various ways to do that. I would think that the best way to do that would be to leverage our campaign functionality to send out the email to all your customers or to your club members or whoever you want the feedback to come from. Send a campaign to that customer tag, link them to that form, and then when they submit, they'll be tagged with that and receive the promotion. Cool. All right, so next promotion I want to talk about is using our limit use per store feature to create a flash deal. So this is a perfect setup to sort of replicate the sense of urgency and the feeling of Boxing Day. It helps drive traffic to your website and potentially convert customers even without discounting. So speaking from personal experience, this has, I've received this deal before. And I think it was from a glasses store where they said they were giving away free glasses for the first 100 customers. So I went to the website, rushed to the website and see if I can still capitalize on the deal. But of course, the limit was used up. 100 customers have gotten their free glasses. But because the items were already in my cart and I already had, I'm already halfway through the checkout process, I ended up purchasing the product anyways. So it's a great way to drive traffic to your website and really convert, potentially convert some of those customers even without the big discount. So I'll quickly demonstrate how you can pull this off on Commerce7. So we'll go over to the promo section. You'll click on add a promotion and you'll do something like flash deal 50% off first 100 orders. So in terms of the percentage and the number of orders, that's a business decision that you need to make. You can set the start date, which defaults to today's date. The end date isn't really that important here because they'll likely just get used up with the limit that we're going to implement. So you can just leave this blank. Product discount, all customers % off, 50% off, applies to the entire store, not excluding any products. And we go over to the limit usage section here and we're going to hit per store. And we're going to set the number to be 100. So this means that this particular promotion can only be applied on your store 100 times, or whatever the number is here. And then as soon as it's been used 100 times, then the promo won't apply anymore, and it'll just display an error message saying that the limit has been reached. Yeah, so that's the behavior of the limit usage per store functionality. Yeah, so for this promo, I really encourage the initial discount to be a large discount to drive the traffic, to really incentivize people to try their luck and see if they can get the promo. So, 50% discount is a big enough incentive for this example. Awesome. All right. And the next one is adding a promo code to the order confirmation email. So you're in your busy season, you're processing lots of transactions. This is a way to leverage the increased traffic that you have during the holidays to drive more sales in Q1. What you want to do is to create a one-time use coupon with an expiry date that's available to a specific tag. So the tag will be customers who have spent or purchased during the holidays. It will have an expiry date. So it will create a sense of urgency for the customer to purchase within Q1. So you'd want to then create a dynamic tag for your customers that have purchased between a specific date range, so that only customers who've actually purchased in that date range can receive the discounts from this coupon. And then lastly, you want to add a coupon code and the expiry date to the order confirmation email, so that your customers know that they have this discount available that's expiring that will encourage them to purchase, make another purchase. Another thing this capitalizes on is like when customers purchase wine as a gift, this coupon code will then likely prompt them to purchase for themselves. So that's another scenario that can be converted with this play. So navigating over to the promotion section or the admin panel again. So first, we are going to create a one-time use coupon. Well, we probably need to create the tag first and then create the coupon after. Yeah. So we'll create the dynamic tag first, then add the coupon code, and then show you how you can add that to the order confirmation email. Okay. So to create the dynamic tag, we go to settings, tags, add a customer tag. So for this tag, you want to say customers with orders 12/17 to you want to create a dynamic tag, and you want to use the last order date. The last order date is greater than equal to November 17th, or sorry, December 17th, and then is less than or equal to December 31st. And then you want all conditions for this configuration. So any customer with a purchase between the 17th and the 31st will be tagged with this customer tag. That's what this dynamic tag will do. Then we want to create the promotion to apply the discount for this tag. So to do that, we go to store, promotions. Q1 discount. And you want to do a product discount. Let's say the discount you want to provide is 10% off your next one purchase. And we also want to do customers that belong to that specific tag that we just created. And you want to apply it to the entire store, no requirements. And oh shoot, sorry. I should be creating a coupon for this one because we're going to be adding a coupon code to the order confirmation. Sorry about that. So not a promotion, it should be a coupon. But very similar in terms of like the idea. You want to create a coupon for, let's say the coupon code will be Happy New Year. Specific tag, you want to allow it to that 10% discount. Limit customer per one. And yeah, so we'll save this coupon. We have Happy New Year coupon. We'll copy this code. And we will navigate over to our transaction emails. Under settings, transaction emails, we're going to go into our order confirmation ship because this is what most of your web orders are going to be or going to receive. It's the order confirmation ship email. And here we can add something like, thanks for a great 2021 as a token of our appreciation. Enjoy 10% off your next order using code Happy New Year. Make that bold. Here, valid until February 28th. And click on Save Transaction Emails. Did I do that on the coupon? No, so yeah, I forgot to add the end date here. So if I wanted to create an expiry date of February 28th, this discount will no longer be, or this coupon will no longer be applicable past February 28th. So that helps create that sense of urgency where there's this coupon that's expiring, which will encourage the customer to purchase within that time frame. Cool. So that's that setup. And yeah, lastly, just want to talk about when you're implementing your discount. We really encourage you to thoroughly test the different flows that your customer or your club members may end up in. So we encourage you to have a test club member account, a test guest or a test customer account, and also test the guest checkout experience. Go through the checkout experiences, try to apply the coupons and discounts that you expect to apply. If it's a shipping discount, try to test both flows for shipping orders and pickup orders. Make sure that discounts apply as you expect. If it's a quantity discount, a quantity requirement discount, test out different quantities in the cart with a club member or a non-club member. Really just think through the potential flows that all your customers can get into and confirm that they're discounting and behaving as you'd like. Awesome. So that's the end of my presentation. And just going to open it up for questions now. Feel free to ask any questions, even ones that are unrelated to discounting.
So I've answered the questions that are in the chat for now, but if anybody has anything they'd like to ask verbally, you can unmute yourself and go ahead now too as well.
I do have a quick question. Actually, I have three, but I'll ask one at a time so everybody else has a chance to ask some of these. And I saw one of these in the chat. In fact, we had a promotion just recently, actually it's active now, where we had set a shipping discount with the purchase of 2 of a specific product. So I had set it up as a promotion so that it would automatically apply if they put 2 of those products in their cart. In doing so, I discovered that the quantity was set at 2, specific items was set to that product. However, if anybody put that product plus any other product into the cart, it was giving them the shipping discount. It wasn't restricting or wasn't requiring them to purchase 2 of that specific product. As long as that product existed in the cart, it was letting them put any other product in there. So I ended up working around it by setting it to the minimum spend quantity of what it would cost by 2 of those bottles. Although in this case, we were actually trying to drive that product out of inventory. We're trying to move it out for the end of the year. So it kind of left me a little hand-tied. So is there any workaround with that to, if you specify a certain product and a quantity of that product, can you have them purchase only that product to get the discount? I mean, actually, let me rephrase that. I don't have a problem with them adding more things into their cart, but I did want them to buy at least 2 bottles each.
The trigger, yeah. Yeah, that is like what you're describing right now is the functionality of the promo tool is it will account for all items in the cart for the cart requirements and not just the ones that you have selected. In terms of workaround, I think the workaround that you took would be what I would recommend as well is to just sort of adjust the pricing. But yeah, the cart quantity count to trigger which order discount can apply to does count look at the entire cart and not specific SKUs. But yeah, we can certainly provide that feedback to our product team and discuss it further and see if we can come up with a better solution for your scenario. But that is kind of how the functionality is designed to work right now.
Okay.
So Kirsten, we have another question from Megan. So she's asking, what is the best solution for tracking referrals and reservations and new customers? It needs to be trackable and reportable.
Tracking referrals for reservations.
Yeah, so Megan, are you saying like a customer or like a club member referring someone new to your winery?
Yeah, so reservations, you book, most of them gets booked online, and the form itself on the booking doesn't have a field that you can identify who referred you to this.
Megan, was that you?
Bottles. I don't have much.
Oh, no, it's someone else. Just gonna mute them. Sorry about that.
Go
ahead.
Yeah, I think it'll be tough to pull off because there isn't really a field that you can identify who referred you when you're booking a promotion or when you're booking a reservation. We do have reservation tags and reservation metadata available. So you can work with those tools to segment the reservation or label the reservation based on who referred it. But it would be manually added by tasting room staff or staff at the winery. I wouldn't think it's very easy to pull off.
Yeah, and we have another question here from Sarah. So when you process a club package, does the club promotion automatically apply?
Yes.
Yes.
So all club packages will receive all promotions that customer is eligible to receive. So our promotions aren't specific to a specific channel. It will apply to across all the different channels if that customer is eligible to receive that discount.
Awesome. And then we have another question here from Heather. So for promotion sets, how many coupons and promotions can you couple together? That's the first question. So you can answer that, and then I'll get into the next part.
I don't think we don't have a hard limit on the number of promotions that can be in a promotion set. I think it's more of an operational problem that it will create if you have too many promotions in a single promotion set. But I've seen, 5 to 10 promotions in a single promotion set. That's kind of the top end in my experience, but we don't have a technical hard limit for that. It's more of a, do you really want that many promotions for your operations, because they can get very confusing and complicated to sort through.
Mm-hmm. And then the second part of her question, can you do one promotion set for all your different club level discounts with specific coupons and promos? Or does each club level have to have their own promotion set per coupon promotion you have going on? I don't really fully understand that.
I think that one may be better for support, like the more very specific ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Heather, if you want to send us an email directly, I can get back to you on that ASAP.
Support
we'll
at Commerce7.
take a deeper look at what you're asking here. I just want to make sure. Yeah. We don't have any other questions in the chat right now.
Hands up.
Okay.
I do have another follow-up question.
Yeah.
If no one else is raising their hand.
Yeah,
in regards to the shipping promotions and coupons, so with the most recent update, they kind of shifted the system. It used to essentially hide the selections that you've already made from the drop down, and it used to really make the workflow much smoother than it is now, where you would select a shipping service and then it wouldn't show up in the drop down, so that you could kind of drill through all of your ground shipping without accidentally clicking on any expedited shipping. And also, we kind of compounded our issue because we created summer shipping options as well as just regular ground shipping options. So I'm looking through a list of about 30 different options for different regions. What's happening now with those shipping promotions is I'm having to count very carefully to make sure that I have the block 11 ground shipping option selected, and the system now does not let you save that promotion or that coupon if you happen to have clicked on the same area twice. So I've already submitted an email of feedback to support, but it definitely is a huge time suck when trying to set up coupons and promotions to have that not automate itself and eliminate the shipping options that you've already put into your promotion, if you follow what I'm saying.
Right, I do, yeah.
And I've even had issues with the system where after I've caught my mistake, I've tried to hit the little X and it deletes a different one other than the one that I've selected to delete, and then I have to start all over again. So,
right. Yeah, it's a recent change that we made on that. I think the pro for having a search is if you have a long list, it allows you to find that specific service easier. But I can certainly see where you're coming from, and we'll definitely provide that feedback to our product team and work through improving that solution.
And then my second part of the question is not necessarily related to that, but best practices. We discovered about a year in that with creating our promotions and in any of our discounts, that we actually needed to have a collection for structuring and collections for applying promotions. Is there any feedback or insight you can give to everybody that's watching today as far as the best way to start with structuring your promotions using either that technique, or maybe we should have used another technique? And to explain that is, we originally were having all of our promotions tied to the same collections that were presenting on our website and our POS. And we realized quickly that that was causing all kinds of duplicating and compounding. So we separated and have to tag each one of our products with a applied discount collection and a collection that dictates where it's going to be placed on our website and on our POS.
So we did recently introduce a feature that may help with the scenario that you're describing, if I'm grasping it correctly. We have the exclude products. So if you do, you have the excluded product section. What you're describing may be what you needed to do before this feature got introduced, where you needed to create a collection for applicable products and then non-applicable products or non-discountable products. Is that sort of the reasoning behind creating the split collection?
Sorry, I might have muted them accidentally because they were a little bit loud. That's why. Sorry. You want to unmute yourself?
Yep. Okay. Sorry.
Sorry about that.
So yes, that is exactly what we ran into. That didn't exist when we first set up these promotions, and it created quite a complex matrix to try to figure out, because we have multiple clubs, different discounts, different products that qualify and don't qualify. So there was a lot more complexity than it was giving us access to. But now here we are a year later, and we have a multitude of promotions created around this now. Now that this exclude products feature has come out, we're not going to try to go back and recreate all of those, not only for the reporting conflict that it'll create, but it's just going to, it'll compound more issues that'll resurface. So going forward, if we create these promotions, the exclude products will help. However, I noticed that it does not show up when you're doing a shipping promotion, for example. It only gives you the option if you're doing a discount specifically on products. So you can't exclude things from certain promotions and coupons unless it's just a straight discount on the products. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Because we're really discounting on the aggregated shipping cost. And it's really difficult to divvy up to the individual products what each product is being charged for shipping. That makes sense. To if we want to discount only a part of the cart but not another part of the cart, we would need to allocate what each product costs for shipping. And I think that's the dilemma in allowing exclude products for shipping.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, I think 680 Sellers is next for her question there. You can go ahead and ask whenever you're ready.
Yeah, so we created a coupon for a tasting experience here, and when that, I thought that we created it properly, but when I'm applying that coupon, which is supposed to take $5 off of the tasting fee, it's only spreading that, it's only allowing me to apply that coupon one time on the order. Is there a way to create that coupon so that it can be applied to an order in store? This is not an online promotion at all. It's not anything. It's something that, when we're checking people out, if they come in with this little referral program that we've done, we're giving them $5 off up to, if they have 4 tasters and they come in with 2 of these vouchers, they're going to get $5 off all 4 of their tastings. How do I set that up to be able to apply that $5 discount? Instead of it, what it did is I rang in 2 tastings and I applied the coupon. It only took $2.50 off of each of the tastings instead of $5 off of each tasting.
For that, I think we could do $1 off per item.
Per item, okay.
Yeah, $1 off per item. But if you have, $1 off per item, we'll get the $5 off. That should work for the scenario you're describing. Yeah.
So I just got to go back into that coupon and I can edit it.
Yes, you should be able to.
Perfect. All right, thanks. And then I did have a quick question that kind of circled back to what I think Francis Weiner had been asking in terms of creating, you said something about allocating things so that it splits the discount between those items. it just made me think, and I know this may be off topic and maybe for another time, but the difference between setting up allocations and reserves in our inventories, does that play into that the same way with these promos and coupons, or no? I'm trying to, we're really, really new to C7 and just trying to, I know it can do so much and I want to really understand the best way to do that. So you had mentioned allocation. Does that have anything to do with inventory allocations and reserves?
No. So inventory has a inventory category called allocated. It sounds very similar to allocations, but it's a different feature altogether. So allocations is a feature to restrict who can purchase a specific product to a customer segment and restrict how much they can purchase. Allocated inventory category is when you sell or when you process an order, the inventory gets moved from the available for sale to the allocated inventory. So that's in that order processing action, that's a transaction, that's the inventory transaction that happens. And then when the order fulfillment status gets updated from not fulfilled to fulfilled, so when the order actually fulfills, the allocated count gets zeroed out. So that's kind of the
so that's completely
inventory movement. Yeah.
So we in that real quick to finish up this inventory question. So we wouldn't necessarily be putting things into, we wouldn't allocate things in our inventory. If we wanted them taken out of the inventory for sale, we would put them in reserve. Is that what we would do?
That's right. Yeah.
And
so the allocated
would not be available for sale.
Yes, that's a system behavior. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Sorry for that. I know it was a little bit of a digression, but thank you.
Great question.
Awesome. So Joel asked me a question about his subscription club. So he's trying to set up a new wine club and wants to allow customers to choose which bottles that they'd like out of 6 bottles and also get a 20% promo. So Joel, yes, so in your subscription club, your customers will be able to select whatever items that you have within that club. And then if you do have a 20% discount, that will apply to anyone who's within that club. And that will apply to anyone who's allowed to select those products as well. So all customers will be able to select them.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And I see another hand up. Great, St. Francis.
This is a little drastically off topic, but it's this time of year. Just to confirm with e-gift cards, is there any way on the back end admin side to process or send the email transaction, or is it only through the front end website?
Yeah, the functionality for sending the email is only for front end website right now. It is something we do plan on building out within the admin panel. But yeah, it's not available yet at this point, unfortunately.
And then just to follow up on that. So right now, what we've instructed our staff to do, if a customer wants to purchase a gift card, we were telling them that, we're saying staying sustainable and that there's no paper copy, that it's a digital gift card. We just need the recipient's name and email. And then we've generated a template actually in MailChimp that we then send manually. Is there any better practice, or is that the best we can do right now?
Yeah, that would be the best I would recommend.
Okay.
Yeah, or MailChimp is already a better process. Like I know some wineries that are just sending emails out of their personal email for that scenario. Yeah, so it's a recommended.
Do you know if any integrations that would manage that to some extent with MailChimp? If someone were to purchase a gift card to have it, or to purchase a gift card rather through the POS to auto generate, or
I don't know of one that exists, but I think if you work with a custom development agency, they may be able to pull the code from our API and populate it in the email. Not 100% sure, but I think it should be possible.
Thank you.
We have another question here from Sophia. So Sophia, you can go ahead and unmute yourself whenever you're ready.
Hi, my name is Carlos. I'm
Oh,
I'm with Sophia
Yeah,
here.
I'm here too.
So
Okay.
question is there a way to prevent coupons from accumulating on top of each other
Discounts.
or
Yeah.
discount?
Yeah.
So that's governed by promotion set, whether multiple promotions or discounts or coupons can apply on the same order. So the system behavior is that if two discounts are not in the same promotion set, the system will select the largest discount and just ignore the smaller one. But if they are in the same promotion set, they will combine on top of each other. So if you're seeing scenarios where you have some discounts that are applying on top of each other that you don't want, I'd recommend going through your promotion set and then seeing there's likely a promotion set where those two discounts are included. And so you can work through separating those.
Do you have any follow-up questions to that, Carlos?
Nope, I think that covered it.
Perfect.
Nice.
Awesome. Okay, so I don't see anybody else's hands up. Anyone else, if you'd like to unmute yourself, you can go ahead and do that without putting your hand up as well. Or any other questions in the chat before we end the call today, if anyone has anything left. Doesn't look like it.
Cool.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Awesome. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys
That
all
was
for
good.
joining.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.
No
Yeah,
problem. No problem. Happy holidays from everyone here at
Yeah.
Commerce7. Yeah.
Happy
Thank you.
All the
holidays.
best to everyone.
Yeah,
Thank
we're
you.
really
Thank you.
grateful for all of you. So have a great holiday
Yeah.
season. We wish you guys all the best with your sales.
See you all in 2022.
Yeah.